Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. You know it. It's 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Hey, let me do a public service message right now. If you have not turned your clocks forward, turn them forward now. If you're watching this video, you probably already know you spring ahead last night. I almost forgot all day yesterday. I was like, you got to remember tonight because you don't want to turn them ahead too early because then I'd forget and I'd be an hour ahead all day, So you try to wait until to do it at least before you go to bed. And I forgot last night, and I got up at 12 o'clock to use the facilities. And I was brought my phone with me, of course, and I saw a story about turning the clocks. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to turn the clocks forward. This video would have been an hour late. God forbid. I see you guys. I see there's a bunch of there. I see the first hour that these videos come out, my videos come out. There's one group of people that always watches the videos, and I don't want to be late for you guys. I know you guys watch my videos, and there's not many of you, but I want to keep you, man. All right. Anyway, I got a chuckle out of this. This is I got a laugh out of this because I predicted it right. And it's one of those shaking my heads. If you're from anywhere in America, where the United States, where it snows, you're gonna look at this video and wonder yourself, what's going on in this guy's life that's making him so freaking angry. Okay, I come across a story about a legislator. That's all it said. New Hampshire state legislature. I'll talk about New Hampshire more in a second. Legislator losing his cool with a plow driver. All right. And I see the pictures before I start reading it and looking at the video. The links will be down below so you can read the story and see the video yourself. All right. It's from TMZ. All right. And then I see these pictures. I got to laugh because it's a short, chubby, bald, angry little Caucasian man with his boot way up. Like he's trying to get his short little legs through the I know this is terrible. I'm 6'3", 6'4". It's terrible that I make fun of short people, but he's Republican, so. And so as soon as I see this, I'm like, this guy has to be a Republican or a MAGA Republican, because in New Hampshire, this is the one New England state that's been kind of slipping over to Republican MAGA. This whole area from New Jersey, kind of New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Rhode Island, all are mostly hardcore blue states, and New Hampshire's been slipping. I'll have the links for that down below too. Okay, so this is the story about this little angry Republican legislator, man, and he confronts this plow driver. In this video, he's stomping his little legs through the snow pile. I'll talk about this more in a second, because this happens every day to every house when it snows here in New England and anywhere else that snows in America. So why this guy is losing his mind, I have no idea. Okay, so in the video, he's stomping through the snow, going to confront the plow driver. The plow driver is Paul Manson, okay, from Wentworth Highway Department in New Hampshire. The Republican lawmaker, the little angry legislator, man, is Jeffrey Greason, a Republican from, of course. Why are these guys? They always think they're being picked on. They're always angry and they're being. They're tired of being picked on. They're always so angry. All right, so he confronts the plow driver, and the guy gets everybody's got a phone these days. The guy gets his phone out because this guy's acting crazy. He's yelling, screaming. He's yelling, "Push up snow over there. This is your job. Do your job." It reminds me of, what was that? Caddyshack. Or was it Caddyshack when he's yelling at the golf ball? No. It was an Adam Sandler movie where he was golfing, yelling at the golf ball to get in your hole. Don't you want to go in your hole? Anyway, all right, so he's yelling at the plow driver, to move the snow out of his driveway. This is ridiculous. If you live anywhere where it snows in the United States, this guy is an idiot. All right, and he actually grabs the plow driver's camera. And the plow driver says, "Get your hands off, man." If this little angry, chubby, bald man started coming up in my face and screaming at me and grabbing on my camera, man, it would be me that was getting arrested. So that's what happened. The legislator, the plow driver was smart, didn't do anything, he called the police. And Jeffrey Greason, Republican from Wentworth, was arrested for disorderly conduct, for, trespass, and simple assault, and was released without bail. Okay. Then in the video down below too, a reporter from Channel 9 up in New Hampshire tried to talk to him twice in the halls of the state capitol in New Hampshire. And you could actually see how short this guy is, because there's a woman with him. And this woman looks like his mother. This woman is like 8 inches taller than him. And he almost goes after the reporter then too. So you see, this isn't just like one incident, because he starts getting all bent out of shape about, the reporter asking him questions. And this apparently huge, tall lady says, no, don't do that. And she directs him forward. Then they confront him one other time, and he yells something about your employees or something. Angry little man. Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, this is New England or anywhere else in America where it snows. This has happened to me literally hundreds of times. I've never owned a snow plow or a snow blower. I've always shoveled. And when you shovel, as you're going to the end of your driveway, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. If you live in this area, this is going to happen. The snow plows first, they clear the streets because it keeps snowing all night. These guys have a hard job. In this area, man, we treat these guys usually in the morning, you'll see all the snow plows at the local cafe or local restaurant after they finish after the storm stops. And you buy them breakfast, you buy them a coffee, because it's a hard job. These guys plow all night, or all day, all night, into the next night, whatever. As long as it's snowing, they're out there plowing, trying to keep the roads clean for ambulances, cop cars, and all the other stuff, fire trucks. These guys are essential personnel. They do an essential service. You don't harass them. But back to shoveling. When you shovel, the plows always come, if you're looking out your driveway, the plows always come from the left and go to the right, because we drive on the right side of the road here, and as the storm ends, the plows usually tend to get closer and closer. They'll come by at least 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And each time when the snow's ending, they get closer to the curb, trying to clean the snow up, because there'll be another storm coming in a few days, which there is right now. We're supposed to get 8 to 10 inches tomorrow into Wednesday. So this is going to happen, all right? So whenever I shovel, or anybody else around here shovels, you always put the snow, when you come to the end of your driveway, you put it to the right side, because all the snow is going to get pushed by the snow plow from the left to the right. We know this. This has been going on since I was 5, out there shoveling when I was 6 years old. It's common knowledge. I don't know how many times I've been standing out there, right? And I just cleaned up my driveway, and I see the snowplow coming. And, I just smile. I stand back, I smile, and I wave to the guy. I swear to God, every time. Because it's going to happen, and they smile and wave back. And it's just life. It's life here. And sure enough, they go by, and they're pushing the snow closer and closer to the curb each time they come by. And it's wet. It's usually wet, heavy snow. So you try to use physics to try to plan where the snow's going to go, like I said, and pile it to the right. Anyway, they're not picking on anybody. All right, so this Republican lawmaker is screaming at the plow driver, move the snow over. He's directing the snow plow driver to where to move the snow, like out of the road, and over there he's going. Can you imagine if every person did this to a snowplow driver, told them just, to move the snow, and don't put the snow over here, put it over there. These guys would be working for, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And then on top of all that, the snow is melting here. At this time of year, on March 12th, the snow is going to melt. It's going to be 50 degrees tomorrow, and it's going to be in the 40s in New Hampshire. This snow is going to melt. Nobody is even concerned about this anymore. That whole pile of snow will be gone that this guy was getting so upset about that his little legs couldn't get through. That snow's going to be gone by next week. It's just ridiculous that this guy gets so angry about this. So the plow driver, Paul Manson, he put it on his Facebook page. And the reporter that asked the the legislator, the little angry legislator about it. He says he claims he didn't see it. Jeffrey Greason, the legislator, claims that he left a voicemail, and Paul Manson said he did. He called, he apologized, and in the legislator's mind, we've moved past it, and he said he hasn't seen the video. This will all be down below, but like I said, this happens here all the time. I don't know why like I said, as soon as I saw this story, like, I didn't see the word Republican, but I was like, I guarantee you that this guy is a MAGA Republican, a little angry, bald man screaming at a plow driver. And like I said, I'm glad Paul Manson put this on his Facebook page, because Paul Manson said something in the video down below. You'll see it. He said, this guy is a state representative, and if he's yelling at me like that, can you imagine how he treats other people? People vote for this guy. I think it's a good idea. They get a feel for how he really is. Like I said, he started going after the reporter. This was in one incident. You can see his attitude when he started to go aggressively to the reporter when he was asked about this. So, another little angry MAGA man. What is up with these guys? Like I said, the links will be down below. Check it out. You guys have a good Sunday.